Let's dive straight into this explainer. We're going to uncover the hidden layers of our relationship with what we eat, moving from ancient bodily blueprints down to the microscopic cellular level, and even up to the wild heights of sheer human extravagance. Have you ever wondered why the exact same diet can make one person absolutely thrive while another completely struggles? Or how a simple cup of black coffee might actually be cleaning your cells from the inside out? Well, today we are completely rethinking food.
So here's our roadmap. We're looking at 5 unique dimensions: your unique food blueprint, hacking fast food menus, the cellular cleaning cycle, foods that trigger repair, and finally, the jaw-dropping price of luxury.
Starting off with Section 1, your unique food blueprint. Let's look at how ancient wisdom shows us exactly why a one-size-fits-all diet is, quite frankly, a biological myth. The absolute crucial point here is that you aren't just some generic human off an assembly line. Your body is this incredible, unique combination of elements that dictates your digestion, your skin, and even your mood. Ayurveda teaches that the universe is made of 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. And your personal blueprint, your prakriti, or dosha, is just a specific blend of these exact elements. You are quite literally a reflection of the universe. It all boils down to 3 main body types, or doshas, and asking yourself whether you're a constantly moving breeze, a steady lake, or a burning fire will completely change what you should be putting on your plate. If you're vata, driven by air and space, you're likely restless, thin, and pretty much always cold, right? So you need grounding foods like warm milk, healthy oils, and nuts to calm that internal wind. Now, if you're pitta, made of fire and water, you've got intense, hot digestion. You need cooling foods like coconut water to soothe that blaze. And if you're kapha, a blend of earth and water, you're naturally calm, but you can sometimes feel heavy or slow. So you need stimulating spices like ginger and black pepper to wake up that sluggish metabolism. When you eat for your unique blueprint, everything just falls right into balance.
Moving right along to Section 2, hacking fast food menus. So we know how our bodies are wired, but how do we feed them when we literally only have 5 minutes and we're staring down a drive-thru menu?
Look, you really don't have to apologize for grabbing a quick meal. The real trick isn't avoiding fast food entirely, it's knowing what the quiet default settings are adding to your food. Staying healthy on the go is simply a matter of pulling back the hidden calorie levers. Fast food isn't inherently evil, but the defaults, the mayonnaise, the massive sugary drinks, the oversized buns, they're all designed to quietly add hundreds of calories without giving you any real nutrition or even making you feel full. Think about the dramatic difference between these 2 types of orders. If you walk into KFC, the obvious trap is the standard fried combo with mashed potatoes or fries. It's just totally loaded with refined carbs and fat. But actually, if you just swap that for 3 pieces of grilled chicken and a side of green beans, you completely flip the script. You drop the calories down to around 380, but you get a staggering 60 grams of protein. That is literally one of the highest protein per calorie meals available anywhere, fast food or not. By memorizing just a handful of these quiet little tricks, you bypass the calorie traps that most people just blindly accept. At Subway, skip the mayo. That instantly saves you 100 calories and 10 grams of fat. At Shake Shack, swapping the bun for a lettuce wrap saves 120 calories of refined carbs. At Domino's or Pizza Hut, going for the thin crust cuts the dough and the calories in half, which means you can actually enjoy a couple of slices with a salad guilt-free. Fast food survival is really just about changing the default settings.
All right, shifting gears to Section 3, the cellular cleaning cycle. We've talked a lot about what we eat, but let's dive into the totally fascinating microscopic biology of what happens when we actually stop eating.
So don't think of autophagy as starvation. Think of it as giving your internal recycling plant permission to run. It literally translates to self-eating, which sounds kind of intense, but it's amazing. Over time, our cells accumulate all this biological garbage, misfolded proteins, worn-out mitochondria. This debris is what accelerates aging and disease. Autophagy is this Nobel Prize-winning mechanism where your body finally has the energy to sweep the floors, dismantling that cellular garbage to build fresh, healthy new components.
Imagine this biological tug-of-war happening inside you right this second. You basically have 2 main switches. AMK is your fasting switch. It triggers cellular repair and gets turned on by fasting and endurance exercise. On the flip side is mTOR, your growth switch. When mTOR is on, autophagy stops cold. But here's the catch. mTOR is incredibly sensitive. Even a tiny splash of cream in your morning coffee or a quick handful of almonds flips that mTOR switch, floods your system with amino acids and insulin, and instantly shuts down the entire cleaning cycle.
Now, if you maintain a 16-hour fasting window over time, something miraculous starts to happen. It follows what's known as the Rule of 30. By day 1, you're already clearing out short-lived damaged proteins. Fast forward to week 2, and your body targets bad mitochondria, which really improves your metabolic flexibility. By week 3, the brain's synapses actually start clearing out the misfolded proteins that are linked to neurodegeneration, so your memory improves. And by day 30, your entire system has adapted. Your visceral fat drops, and your actual hunger signals are deeply reprogrammed. It completely stops feeling like a diet and just becomes your new normal. Which leads us perfectly into section 4, foods that trigger repair. What if I told you that you don't always have to fast to get these benefits? What if you could trigger that exact same cellular cleaning process while you're actually eating? Let's unpack this massive molecular loophole. Science has recently discovered that specific food compounds can straight up trick your cells into staying in repair mode even during your fed state. They either directly suppress that mTOR growth switch we talked about, or they activate the AMPK fasting switch. This allows a low hum of autophagy to just keep on running even after you've broken your fast. By working these 7 specific triggers into your day, you stretch your body's cellular cleaning window out for hours. Black coffee has chlorogenic acid. But remember, the moment you add milk, the magic stops. Cold, extra virgin olive oil has oleocanthal, which literally mimics longevity drugs by suppressing mTOR, but you can't heat it up or the compound gets destroyed. You've got EGCG from properly brewed green tea and curcumin from turmeric, which, by the way, absorbs 2,000% better when you pair it with black pepper and fat. Spermidine from aged Parmesan or wheat germ unlocks repair genes. Berberine from barberries acts as a natural fasting mimetic, and resveratrol from red grapes and dark chocolate turns on your longevity genes. You are essentially hacking your cellular biology right over lunch. Finally, we arrive at section 5, the price of luxury. We've explored food as our internal identity, modern convenience, and microscopic medicine. Now let's step into a completely different world. Let's look at food as pure, unadulterated status. Just look at that staggering number, $60,000. No way, right? But that is literally the price for a single gram of Da Hong Pao tea. It's harvested from just 6 ancient cliffside trees in the Wuyu Mountains of China. These trees are so deeply revered that, according to legend, emperors used to drape them in actual red robes. At this price, you aren't just drinking tea, you are drinking liquid history from a biologically irreplaceable source. Or how about dropping 34 grand on 1 single kilo of almas caviar? These are visually stunning, translucent golden eggs, and they aren't harvested from just any fish. They're taken from a 100-year-old albino beluga sturgeon swimming in the Caspian Sea. The word almas actually means diamond in Persian. When you're eating an animal that has been growing for a century, you are paying for the ultimate expression of time and rarity. And we go to some bizarre, almost unbelievable lengths just for flavor. Take black ivory coffee. It literally relies on the digestive tract of rescued Asian elephants. The elephants eat the coffee cherries, and over a 15 to 30-hour digestion period, their stomach enzymes break down the bitter proteins in the beans. After the beans pass through the elephant, they're cleaned and roasted. The result? A completely bitterness-free, delicate cup of coffee that will run you about $1,500 a kilo. People will even pay thousands of dollars just for pure visual shock value. Enter the ayam cemani from Indonesia. This bird has a genetic condition called fibromelanosis. It causes a hyperpigmentation that makes the chicken completely pitch black. I'm talking black feathers, black skin, black meat, black organs, and yes, even black bones. It's this stunning, gothic masterpiece of genetics that fetches thousands of dollars per bird in Western markets. $6,100. That was the actual auction price for a single Densuke black watermelon. Grown in a tiny region of Hokkaido, Japan, these watermelons are treated with the precision of fine jewelry. They're hand-polished until they shine like bowling balls, carefully rotated so the sun hits them perfectly, and prized for this crisp, unbelievably sweet red flush. At this level, fruit just ceases to be agriculture and becomes a high-end luxury gift. When you look across the board, this kind of luxury food is defined by sheer scarcity and extreme labor. White Alba truffles can't even be farmed. They have to be hunted underground by trained dogs. To get just 1 kilo of saffron, someone has to handpick 150,000 delicate flowers at dawn. Palmard vintage beef is blasted with freezing air and hibernated for up to 15 years to create an impossibly tender steak. And poulet cheese? It takes 25 liters of milk, painstakingly hand-milked from a herd of endangered Balkan donkeys just to yield a single kilo.
So, I want to leave you with this one final thought. Food is never just calories. From the ancient Ayurvedic elements that literally shape your body, to the simple drive-through hacks that save your waistline, to the microscopic compounds extending your lifespan, all the way to the absolute extremes of human luxury. The next time you sit down to eat, I want you to look at your plate and ask yourself, what hidden role is this food actually playing in the incredible mechanics of your life? I really hope this explainer changed the way you look at your next meal. Stay curious, keep exploring, and I'll catch you next time.